everyone, we see each other again. Thank you, everyone, for giving us your precious time to join us this 5-point stars relationship session. Thank you, Benny. Good afternoon, Benny. Let's see who else. We can see that Teacher Grace, Serene, and Dolly, and Li Pei. Dolly, Li Pei, Dora, they almost come every day. And if we see that there are still friends that are still not online, we can actually encourage them to come up. All right, we are now on the 3rd day. Do you still remember for the past 2 days, for those that have attended the past 2 days, do you remember what we have discussed? What are the 2 stars that we have discussed? If you remember, you can just type it in the chat box. What are those 2? Anyone? Anyone knows? Good afternoon, Dora. What is the star for the first day? Very good. Yes. It's career partner, and the second day is investor. Yes, very good. All right, now today we're going to talk about the 3rd star, which is supplier. And also really thank you, Teacher Jenny, to give us your precious time, because she's still in SCIM, but she's giving us her precious time to come here. There's a lot of things that she needs to do because of SCIM, but she's still here. And let's give her flowers to give to our teachers. Thank you, Teacher Jenny. Very generous of her to give us her precious time, because at this time she should have, take this time to have some good rest, because she needs to do some marking of test paper at night. And she's giving her precious knowledge to all of you here. So not just we just not listen ourselves. We have to share this with people around us. If you have you joined our WeChat group? Let's share our PPT. If you have not liked our Facebook page, you can do so. You can scan and then click like to like on our GDC and DCW Facebook page. And the more important one is this, which is our DCW WeChat group. Because from Monday to Friday, we have a series of events, and we're going to share here. And you can also share in your social media, and you can actually screenshot, and you can share this in this WeChat group. And on Friday, we'll have lucky draw. So remember, please share, please join our WeChat group, and then share your sharing in social media in this group. So let's prepare our drinks, our notes, because later teachers might ask you questions. So let's invite Lancy to put on the public talk video to talk about the part about supplier. Thank you, Lancy. All right, now we have English translation. All right, now let's invite Teacher Jenny to share with us about relationship with supplier and how we're going to apply that in our career and in our family. So let's see the PPT. All right, Teacher Jenny herself, she's a DCIG certified teacher, also founder of Singapore Diamond Cutter Wisdom, and also founder of Malaysia Global Diamond Cutter, and also founder of Diamond Love Foundation Singapore, and also founder of Diamond Seed Charity Malaysia. She has practiced the SIG system for 12 years. And by using the SIG system, she has improved her health and career and her family too. So next slide. And teacher Jenny will invite our special guest, Stella. She herself is from Johor, and she's the executive director for one of the company, and she attended level 1 to 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, advanced level 1 and advanced level 2. Let's give her them flowers. Let's welcome teacher Jenny. Thank you, May. Thank you so much for everyone for coming to listen to this the subject that we're going to discuss today. The subject that we're going to talk today is very interesting. Yesterday we talked about investor. So I want to ask everyone here, maybe some of you have come the day before and also came yesterday. Maybe today is your third time. Do you remember what we have discussed yesterday? Or Winnie said she came 2 times. So let's see, anyone here came 3 times? If you came for 3 times, just put 3, 3, 3. If you came for 2 times, you just put 2, 2, 2. If this is your first time, you just put 1, 1, 1. Let me see who came for 3 times. Let me see who came for 3 times. I see Dolly, I see Lei Hong, I see May. Wow. And I see Lancy came for 2 times and Benny. Very good. Xiaoqing is her first time. Very good. Okay, not many people come for 3 times. All right, then I'm going to tell everyone the first time we talk about relationship with a business partner, and the second day we talk about investor. And let's guess, what are we going to talk about today? Just now, Geshe Michael did mention, do you know what relationship is that? Do you remember? All right, very good. I need to slow down because we have interpreter. Hope the interpreter can follow me. Let's slow down a bit. Thank you. Yes, that's correct. Today is supplier. Very good. Awesome. Very good. You to talk about supplier today. Let's recall what GMR have said earlier. Let's see how much have you listened to. So let's talk about the supplier in a business and supplier in family. So in his business part, his supplier in business, how did he help his supplier? What did he do? Let his supplier be successful, but through what incident to make him successful? Let supplier earn money. Very good. Dolly has very good answer, to let a supplier earn money, not to let them lose money. Very good. Just now he did also mention about in family relationship. In family relationship, how did he treat his supplier? Who is his supplier in family? Who is his supplier in the family? Anybody, did you hear it? Oh yes, the life partner. Very good. Xiaoqing said partner, and also doctors. Yes, his supplier is his partner. Very good. So today I'm going to talk to everyone about. I also want to ask everyone, when his supplier is his partner, would you think that, wow, even in family we have supplier? This is the first time I heard about it. Do you feel surprised? If you have, please type 111. Let me see how many of you think even in family you have supplier, you feel very surprised. Why don't we supplier in family? So Dora said it's a supply love. Yes, Lei Hong said yes. Yeah, Pipi also said very surprised. Yes, honestly, when I first heard about this in public talk from Geshe Michael, when he said about there's also supply in family, I was very surprised because that was my first time to hear this. Because I attended level 5 many times, not just one time. But I feel that Geshe Michael, when he taught DCIG courses, he really follow what changes we have in our life to teach us what is the most urgent in our life right now. You know why I say it's very urgent? Because in this 3 years time during the COVID period, we never thought that, even our family is a factory. For those who have already attended 3 times, let me ask, why our family is a factory? What is our product? Yes, it's happiness. Very good. May I say our family is a factory for happiness. Yes, we need to say our family is a factory for happiness. So if it is a factory, there must be a supplier. So that remind me that when I learn Dhammakaya wisdom for myself, how do I put this principle or supplier into my own career and as well as my family? And this actually makes me recall that onto myself, to reflect on myself. Geshe Michael said that if you want to be successful in his first lesson, that's a one very important principle you must know. That is to give more, and then you get more. And you must remember to put this principle in this 5 relationship. You must give more in order to get more. You must give out, then you get more. If you never give, you will never get. So how am I going to use this in supplier? So you see how teachers treated his supplier. He didn't say that even when the staff told him that the supplier give him more gold, he didn't feel happy. He felt, oh, my supplier going to lose money. And he wants to get his supplier to earn money. He wants to give opportunity to supplier to earn money. That's how he gives to supplier more opportunity to earn money. Then makes me think about, before I learn Dhammakaya wisdom, I do not have this principle or this thought. Before I learn this Dhammakaya system, my thinking is in, like in his video, in his industry, a lot of people actually pressurize the supplier to squeeze them dry. And it's a very common situation because they want to earn money, because they want to get more from the supplier. And that's what I taught previously. But after I attended Dhammakaya wisdom, then I know that this way of doing, and who's going to lose at the end? Who do you know? Who's going to lose at the end? If you keep pressurizing and squeeze your supplier, at the end, who is going to lose yourself? Yes, very good. It's yourself. If you give more, then you'll get more. If you give out things that's not good, then you'll get something back too. So that's how I change about thinking about money. Yes, Mandy said it will come back to us. You can see that come back to us, that our customer also squeeze us. So, and then in terms of money, in this part about money, in previously, I delayed pay my supplier and it become a butterfly effect. And it's a bad cycle. My customer also delaying paying me. And this you can really see what comes back, the thing that came back to you. So after I learned Dhammakaya wisdom, I changed this attitude and I pay my supplier earlier. So for example, I am doing, teachings, and we have suppliers that actually print manual for us, and we're buying products that we need from these suppliers. I will pay them earlier or in advance. When I feel that when I have these very clear intentions, with the intention that I want to let them to receive earlier money so that their money will be smooth. And with this intention, I see that my customer also gave me money earlier. And I don't have these worries that my money will stuck or been old. And this is really magical to see this return that my customer paid me earlier. So I keep paying my supplier earlier, product like my supplier who print books for me. Not even all these supplier, also like renter I also pay rental earlier. I'll pay 1 week earlier on electricity, and all these are supply in my career, in my building. We have this Acon fees. I also pay earlier. So in Korea, I think about the benefits from a supplier. I try to let them to not have these problems with money or financial, so that, to avoid them to receive money late. And I would not squeeze them to keep the lowest price. I will try to understand whether this is the best price you can give to me. If they say this is the best price they can give me, then I like their service and I trust their service, then I will give this business to them. I will not squeeze them further to compare to 10 other competitors and look for the lowest price. I will think about the benefits. I will think that the service is more suitable for me. And in terms of family, when teachers say about family, our life partner also a supplier, I was thinking like, wow, my husband, I never thought that he's my supplier. I think I should think probably, is he my supplier? So I think in my family, my husband is really a supplier, and it's a very good supplier. Why do I say that? Because in my family, we have a lot of department. I feel that in my family, both of us are working. And of course, both of us contribute our incomes to the family. And I also give my income into the family so that they can use my money to support the family. And also my husband. So both of us are supplier to this family. But there's another department in the family, like finance department. But my husband is a finance department. He's a minister for finance in the family. So my husband is a finance minister. He's a minister in the finance department. So he's a supplier in there. And he also buy the groceries of what we need for the house, the household needs. So he's also back end support minister. And he also repair minister, like the toilets when it's spoiled, or the light when it gets spoiled, or the table got spoiled. I will look for my husband and say, hubby, the toilet is spoiled. Can you get someone to fix? The light is spoiled. Can you get someone to fix? And the table is spoiled. Can you get someone to fix? And so husband is also a repair department minister. So you can say that, yes, my husband is really a supplier. So how am I going to make my supplier successful? Geshe Michael said that we must make our supplier in the family successful. So my husband also helped me to take care of the business. He also gives his time and effort to take care of the businesses. So he's a very important supplier in my career. So what can I do to make him successful? For example, recently he did mention that we have a new customer. He's from Philippines, and he sell all this material for constructions. So for this big building, at the top of the building, we have this water system, and we are the supplier for this big tank for the water system. And we're going to sell this big tank to overseas, and we sell it to Philippines. And Philippines is our new market. So there are new customers. And this big water tank, one will sell 20 to 30,000 US dollars, depending on how much water they needed. And they said that these customers buy a lot. He bought about 30,000. But he's a new customer. I'm very worried whether his payment will there be any problems with the payment. If there's a problem in payment, then we'll stuck financially. So my husband's a bit worried. So I was thinking, hey, he's my supplier. I cannot let him have these worries. So I must make him relax to take away his anxiousness. So I'm the minister in helping him to relax, to make him to calm down his emotion. So I see that why my husband worries. If this new customer can pay us on time, then there won't be such worries. And then my husband said, yes, if he did that, then I don't have these worries. Then I told him, then you need to check, do we pay our supplier money in our career? Did we delay our payment to our supplier? And then my husband said, yes, there was one, but most of them we paid, but there's only one. He didn't pay, he didn't do his work well. That's why I purposely delay his payment. So then we look for him and we have drinks with him and we talk to him about this and how we're going to pay him. And then we plant a seed that we won't see this happen in our new customer. So new customer will just like me. We will be a good paymaster. We are willing to pay. Okay, then let me go and settle this. So he quickly go and settle it. And it's true, our new customer do not owe us money. So see, to make my supplier relax is also very important. So you must treat your supplier kindly in the family. So not just my husband is this type of supplier. Also, when you need to buy groceries, all the shops. For example, in the place that I stay, it's a condo. We need to pay maintenance fee and the parking fee. And you also need to pay in advance. If you pay in advance, you planted the seed. Those are all your supplier. You actually made them have very smooth financial. Then you plant a seed to see that your monies are very smooth. So very fast. When you do this, you treat this, your career supplier in your career, in your family, then also your supplier in your family, they need you to listen to them. Sometimes they need their own quiet time. Then you must try to monitor and see what are their needs and let them be successful and then fulfill their needs. And I feel that all these things, we don't really know this before, but have you done this? And let's think, Geshe Michael is so cool. He can use something that the 5-star that we use for career to tell us how we're going to use this in our life, in family, so that your factory of happiness can be more happier. So doesn't mean that you earn. Of course, since it's a discussion, I shouldn't be the one who's the one who's talking. So let's listen to Stella and let's listen how she has her supplier in her career as well as in her family. So let's invite Stella. Yes, Stella is here. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. I'm Stella from JB. Very good. I know that. Do you want to introduce yourself? What industry are you in? And how many years have you been in your industry? And do you have a lot of supplier? All right, I'm from JB. I'm Stella. I actually is money exchange and also the transmission of foreign currency. We have a lot of supplier and we've been in this industry for 10 years. All right, let's talk about in your career. Just now, Stella did mention that she attended Diamond Cutter Wisdom. So before you attend Diamond Cutter Wisdom, how did you treat your supplier? And after you attended Diamond Cutter Wisdom, what is the changes? So before you attended, how did you treat your supplier? Well, I think being a business person, we always put money in the first place. It's as big as the tire of the car. So we're not just comparing different suppliers. Before I attended diamond cutter system, I definitely compare more than 3 suppliers. So in terms of money, when you need to pay money, you need to pay your bills. So do you pay your supplier on time previously? And now after you attended Diamond Cutter Wisdom, you understand you need to take care of the benefits of your supplier. So how did you approach them now? Previously, I tried to delay as much as I can, until I couldn't delay anymore. Then I pay them. Now I know that how horrible it is to delay, how horrible is the consequences of delay. So now I try to pay them on time or advance, like our constructor, like when we have a new branch, we do have renovations supplier, we'll give them 50% advance payment. After we've done and see that everything's well, after the project is done, I would not delay them. I will pay them the outstanding. And I can see that my suppliers very surprised, and they're very surprised. They say, wow, that is really fast. Wow, that is very cool and very cool changes, very cool transformation. So after you have done these changes, what can you see of the difference in your career? I think just now Teacher Jenny did mention, what is your intention at that very moment? Why do you want to pay them earlier to the supplier? Well, actually, my renovation supplier, actually, he's not in a very good health. So why I want to give him my project? Because I want him to have a better life. That's why I want to support him. And in terms of intention, my intention is that, and why I want to pay him earlier or faster, because he's a small business. Do not have a lot. He doesn't have a lot of cash flow. So I want to pay him earlier so that he has more finance situations, so I can take on another project and able to buy material to start another project. So that was my intention. So what I can see is my career, actually, because we involved with money exchange, with currency, a lot of movement. I can see that there are more movement, more sales, and it doesn't mean that there's even the movement is very fast, but it will not make my money small. I can see that the flow is very smooth, and we actually meet our sales target. I believe because I plant this intentionally every time to let other people to have smooth financial, to let them have bigger business and better business. And this is the seed that I've planted. Wow, that's very good. Now you have more consciously to, like what you said earlier, before we learn diamond cutter wisdom, we'll compare different suppliers and we'll squeeze them to get the lowest. But now how are you going to take care of the benefits of the supplier? Well, taking care of a supplier's benefits is I will not compare prices anymore. If I have taken things from them before, I will not compare anymore, because the quality is very important. I will not, because of a few cents, a few dollars, to compare and to ask him to give me discount. I will not do that anymore. All right, very good. You also really hope that the other party will have opportunity to earn money. All right. All right, Geshe Michael put this principle of a supplier in a career in our family. So do you ever think about your husband as a relationship as a supplier? He said that a husband is a contributor to the family. So in your family relationship, how did you treat your supplier in your family? Because he's your husband. Well, for husband, I think that my husband, he's not a person that is, able to express himself very well. So a lot of time he needs space. Before I learned diamond cutter wisdom, I feel that why he always have black face. Why is a person always with this black face to face me? I didn't do anything wrong. Why I always have this black face husband in the house? After I learned diamond cutter wisdom, I know that everyone need space and also need listening ears. So how I take care of my supplier in the family, which is my husband, is by giving him more listening ears as well as space. Very good. And I also want to think about, let's talk about your husband also have work and job. So in terms of his work, how did you support him? Because he's a supplier, not just emotionally, you need to take care of him, you need to take care of his emotionally benefits. You also need to support his career. How did you do that? But just now, teacher said that, just not just Jenny mentioned that he's the minister of emotion in the family. For me, I think I'm the psychology minister in the family. If he has any problems, previously he doesn't really want to share with us because he's not very good in expressing himself. But now I try to give him listening ears so he is willing to share with us. So recently he encountered in difficulties. His right hand man wants to resign. He has intention to resign, but he has not give him his resignation letter yet. So he doesn't know how to. He wants to keep this right hand man, but he doesn't know how to talk to this person. So I told him and I talked to him and asked him, how do you see this person? How do you feel? I try to lead him on how to talk to this person. After he heard what trying to lead him, he talked to his right hand man and then talked to him for almost 1 hour plus. And this person told him that, oh, he's very happy. And then he said that he doesn't want to resign anymore. And he was very happy. And the whole thing is very harmonious. And in his family is very harmonious as well. And also in his company is very harmonious. Very good. I see that she take care, very good care of the supply in the career and also taking care of the supply in the family. And we know that supplier is not just a husband. Of course, there's also when you need to buy groceries, the household things in the family, and to pump your petrol, to pay your water, electricity bill, and how do you treat all these suppliers that support the life of your family? Well, teacher, my husband is the one the buyer of all the groceries in the family. Also, he's the one who helped me to pump my petrol and then drives back the car to the house. Well, for me, I think I will not, choose to buy really cheap or discounted item. Previously, I will during discount or sales, I'll buy a lot of the discounted item. For pumpkin or petrol, if I see uncle that help to do the petrol pumpkin, I'll give him some tips. Wow, that's really awesome. I can see that it's a very beautiful picture. You start to take care of the supplier of in your career to let them have smooth financial flow, and also in family you start to take care of your husband, which is the supplier of the family, to take care of his emotion and also to support his work so that he has a very smooth working relationship. And in people surrounding you, you are more generous. So teacher said, all this will come back to us. He said that how we treat others, how we treat supplier, it will come back to us. So what are things that come back to yourself that you think is pretty obvious? Well, what I can see that come back to me is people around us became very generous. Not just being generous, just not in terms of monetary, also in giving praises and giving time and generously giving help. And this is what I feel. And that's another thing is the thing that I did during festive seasons. I would give our supplier gift with this heart of gratitude for helping me throughout the years. And in with the staff, I also feel gratitude to my staff. So Geshe Michael did said that if give the universe more, you get more from the universe. So for myself, I'm just like Stella. I think Stella didn't mention everything because one time when Stella, had tea with me after the COVID period, I had tea with Stella at JB. She did mention to me that her cell is like keep going up and keep going up until I couldn't imagine that it will grow that fast and that big. Yes, it actually, achieved my goal earlier. Last year, it achieved my goal earlier, my target earlier. So you cannot imagine one relationship if you can also use it in your career and in family. Then you can see your career the money in your career become very smooth. You all can also see relationship emotionally in the family are very smooth. Don't you think that it's really beautiful? Imagine that if everyone's learned from Geshe Michael and you can, by using this 5-star relationship for supplier to use it in the career and also in family, and also can use it wisely in family and see the factory of happiness in your family, keep producing happiness, this product. Won't you feel happy and full of joy? Thank you, Stella, for sharing with us this beautiful journey and how he used this in his family. All right, next we'll have our Q&A session. Let's see. This is a Q&A session. Let me see. Vinny said, if Singapore car go to Malaysia to pump oil, is it wrong? Well, this is very good questions. A lot of people have these questions, these wonders about these questions. So everything is based on your intention. If you drive your car to Malaysia to pump petrol because you don't want to spend more money, you don't give more opportunity to others to earn money, and you don't want to spend more money, then you will see that similar situation comes back to you. When people give you business, people also doesn't want to give you more opportunity to earn money. The same thinking. If you don't want to give others opportunity to earn money, so when you give to the universe will give back to you the same thing. So Geshe Michael keep emphasizing intention is very important. So just now Stella did mention why he wants to give the supplier, he want to give her renovation supplier more money the moment they finish the work. She quickly pay him off and didn't want to delay him because she wants to have more money to get a smooth cash flow to take on new project. So if you have this intention will give signal to this universe, and this energy is others people will take care of your benefits too. So we'll take care of others people their benefits. The universe will give you this energy that other people will take care of your benefits. So to me, it's very obvious for me. I can see that previously I really don't want to spend money, and I couldn't make myself to give tips I'm very seldom giving tips. But after I learned that kind of wisdom, I always give tips when I take car from Singapore to Malaysia. And every time when he dropped me back and forth, I'll give him tips. Sometimes the drivers, he feels shy because every time I give him tips, I'll tell him that, no, it's all right. This is, fortunately, you gave me to do this. And there's a very happy things that to do. So your intentions to let other people to earn money, that is okay. But there is no such thing then it's not okay. That would be a problem if you don't let other people to earn money. There's no right or wrong answer here. It depends on your intention. Okay? Similarly, in Dhammakaya wisdom, we said that like means like, oh, what you plant is what you get. All right. There's any other questions? I hope that you can actually generously ask your questions. So is it the first time you heard about this principle about supplier? So do you have any questions or doubt? Well, teacher, there's a question here. If I the extra money that I save through pumpkin of petrol and I give it to charity, of course, my intention is to save money, but I want to save the money to use it at a proper place. So is this right or wrong? So the situation is that there's no right or wrong. So think about this. This thing will come back to you. So similarly, you'll get the same thing. If you think that it's all right, then it's all right. But when you spend money, if you are very calculative of the money that you spend, if you're being calculative about the money they give to others, you don't feel like spending money, then you will encounter the same customers that came to you. They are very calculative about spending money on you. Is it clear this way? Similarly, if you give universe this energy that I don't feel like spending money, then whatever comes in front of you, the customer come in front of you, same thing, he or she will not want to spend money. If you let's think, if all the customer came to you that they don't want to spend money, can you earn money? It's the same principle. You will not earn money. Yes, this is how it is. So when I give the money to charity, I give the money to charity. I planted a charity seed by giving. I will also see when I need help. I also get help from people that give me financial support. So it is similar by which seed. For example, when you want to pump petrol, you already planned 1 week ago that I don't want to go to this petrol station because it's more expensive. I want to go to the other one because it's cheaper. And I want to save money. I want to save money. Second step, where I want to save my money, who is the person I want to save money. And third, I really did it. The fourth, I actually rejoice. I said, I save money. So you finish your first step. So if you did your first step, then the seed it will grow faster. It applies to good and bad seed. So when people give, they do not do this. I say, May has this project, keep saying that I need to give money, I need to support. Okay, May, it's really good to me. So okay, I'll just give. Just give any amount, $10. But I never think about, first, I need to make this project to have more money. I did not think about first one. I never also think about second step, which may give me opportunity to plant this seed. and makes project is very meaningful. It's awesome. I never think about this too. Third, I never really, when I give, I really enjoy giving. And number 4, I also never do as a, yeah, very good. I did give out. I never did any of this. Of course, this seed will be very slow, isn't it? Maybe in the next life, you can't even see it. Something even by pump petrol, you think for 1 week, but when you give money, you never think about it. So the seed that you planted by pumpkin petrol comes out first, and the seed of givings will never come out. So you will see more people that is not generous to you. So if you never learn that kind of wisdom, every day when you planted bad seed, yes, you did good deeds, but you never use first system. Did you do anything bad? Yes, you did plant something bad, but you use 4 steps. So you actually have more bad seeds ripening than good seed ripening. So you always think that, why always not smooth in my life? I did a lot of good things. May always come to me with projects. I always give. But why every time everything is not smooth? Because I do not know the wisdom. I do not use the 4 steps. So when you treat yourself, you must treat others the same. All right, is it time's up? All right, I'm going to give my time to our MC May. Thank you, Teacher Jenny. It's really interesting. Remember previously why I see myself that way. I always heard this. I don't know whether you heard this. Yours is yours. Mine is mine. Your money is your money. My money is my money. And your money is my money. So this is a wrong worldview. How to create a happiness factory. So now we understand. So this 5-star relationship is really, really important. So really encourage everybody to come to learn. So before we start this session, let's on our video to take a photo together. So Lê Hồng can help to take photos.
Okay, let's get ready. Put on your smile. Yeah, I invite you to turn on your camera. Yeah, 方便的话，请大家打开你们的视频哦。保持微笑。有2页，再多1页。好，再来一次。好，谢谢大家。
Oppo is raising his hands. Do you have any questions, Oppo? You can leave your message in the chat box. Okay? Oppo PCRM00. All right, Nancy, let's up our PPT or slide. So next week will be our level 5. So just now we saw our Geshe Michael public talk. He actually shared about one of the life tool in this level 5. So basically, this registration's fee will have 3 bundles, which is 4672. You don't need to find the person yourself. You can just contact us. How to contact us? You must join our WeChat group. Let's see the next slide. So this level 5, we do have the one-to-one with teacher and 2 times a one-to-one session with our group teacher. It's private time. Oh, it's 1 time. Okay. 1 time, a one-to-one 30 sessions online meeting with our teacher. And after that, we do have some revision on this level 5. But this wisdom is really, really important to us. So in this level 5, we have 12 life tools. So life tool 1 is diamond deals. Life tool 2 is third party loops. Life tool 3 is roll karma. Life tool 4 is emptiness, the missing shell culprit. And life tool 5, don't try to guess. Life tool 6 is the baby in the vault. And life tool 7 is 5 paths. Life tool 8, crystal lake. Life tool 9, the magic of empty marriage counselors. And life tool 10, the final points of coffee meditation. Life tool 11, writing epics. And life tool 12, success is love. So here we know that if you do use our 4 steps, one of the very important step, which in the 4 step, the most important step, what it is? Who can tell me? Yes, coffee celebration. That's right. So maybe you have attended other levels and you feel that you don't have any feelings about this coffee meditation. You must come to this level 5 because there's this final points of coffee meditation. So you can actually, how do you properly do your coffee meditation so you'll be more happier? You can say, Teacher Jenny, when you did the coffee meditation, she's very happy. We must learn from Teacher Jenny. So you must come to this class. So next, please scan our GDC and DCW Facebook page. And next slide, the very important one, please join our DCW Diamond Card Wisdom WeChat group. Why? Because for these few days, on the last day, we will have lucky draw for media sharing. So how are we going to have this lucky draw? Let's see. Means that for these few days, if you share your benefits, the things that you learn, your takeaway from this afternoon session, you can just share in your WeChat or in your Facebook. You can actually, after you have shared on social media, you must screenshot and then share in the WeChat group. So last day, we're going to accumulate and we're going to do a lucky draw. So what can you get from the lucky draw? We have two $30 rewards, cash rewards, $30 cash rewards. Well, today we learned that actually our family is also a supplier. If you can share this in our social media, people will be surprised and curious. What does it mean by happiness factory? So what is supplier? Why my family is our supplier? So what seed? Well, you'll be planting. You'll plant this referral seed. So once you start sharing, you are planting seed. Remember to use your 4 step. So it will help others to learn wisdom. Just now we just said that if we give more, you get more. So today our session will end here. Tomorrow we'll see all of you again. Is there anything else from Teacher Jenny? You can post in WeChat too. You can post in WeChat and then you screenshot. All right, thank you. Let's see, can you on the music? Thank you, everyone. Please see you tomorrow. Thank you.
Make mistakes. Skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at these beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me. Nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Beautiful stars, I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me.
Cái nào
Hello.
tiền nào?
Yeah. Okay. Okay, sân sa im con ạ.
谢谢大家要上个厕所嘛，然后过后我们可以回来。